Hello, and thank you so very much for joining me today. I go by Samara Andara, and I'm a medicine woman, a Reiki master, a spiritual teacher, among many things, a shamaness. I am going to be fluffing your aura. Don't mind Nate Jacobs in the background, he's always loud. So we're going to be using this Chi Reiki ball for protection. I'm also going to be cutting first, as I promised from the last video. I'm going to be cutting. Let's start cutting with my lovely Uruguayan amethyst. She wants to cut today, so I'm going to use her sharpest piece. And I'm going to search for these energetic cords that are no longer serving you. Okay, so now my black tourmaline wants to cut as well. I have some eggplant kind of ingrained in my nail here. I just got done frying some eggplant with some egg and olive oil, as well as some plantains, you guys, and I ate finally after like 2 days of starving. Okay, but let's focus. I'm gonna be grabbing all of this. When you live with energy vampires, you do what you can to survive. Get back from fight or flight to rest and digest, but let's focus on you. Okay. Okay. So I'm feeling for these cords. I want to be shaking out some weird vibrations. My owl, shamaness, shaker. I'm not sure where Nate Jacobs is today, but I don't know if he's in the kitchen or in the room next to me, but I just hear him as usual. That was my mini vent for today. I'm gonna stop now. So I'm going to be pulling out these cords from you. Did you hear the seagull out my window, you guys? That was very much a seagull. I need to get to the beach soon, you guys. I've been missing Mother Ocean. I really need to go. If you guys live near a beach, tell me about it. What's it like? I love the ocean. I'm a Cancer sun, so water is my element. I go to water to heal. It's to cleanse me a lot as an energetic healer. But I'm so much more than that. Just like I'm so much more than an empath. But let's focus on you guys now. I also want to cut with my jade gua sha stone and then use some selenite after. This This is a great find. I got this at Dollar Tree for $1.25 plus tax. It's jade. But I don't use them as a gua sha stone. I use them for my sessions, my energetic cord cutting sessions, and my crystal tapping ASMR Reiki sessions, as you can see. So we're going to be pulling some just nasty negative energies that you didn't know you've been carrying. It's not your fault, but you accidentally embodied or sponged these energies from going to the market, you know, the grocery store, out in public with other energies. And, you know, unknowingly they can unfortunately give the evil eye, and then it's all of that energetic gunk that builds up, and you're just feeling kind of sluggish or slothy or like drained and tired, and we don't want you to feel that way. I want you to feel at your best. I want you to feel energized and happy, so you can use your energy, because it's your joy, your divine birthright, to create and to flourish and evolve and bloom. So in my energetic sessions, I'm also a soul coach and a soul reader, as well as a walk-in soul and a clairsentient, which is psychic feeling, a claircognizant, which is psychic knowing, a clairvoyant visionary, which is a visionary psychic, to, you know, telepathic psychic, to astral travel, dream work psychic. I'm a shamaness, so we know about the different realms and Middle Earth, as well as, you know, so on and so forth. So what I'm going to be doing now is I'm going to be taking my selenite and I'm going to be kind of sweeping it on your aura, but then I'm going to find any cracks. Just gonna go like this so I don't drop it with these nails. Guys, I got these nails so I could tap for you on the crystals. Listen, do you like that? Does this soothe you? Does it make you feel tingly? How does this make you feel? So I'm just gonna keep pulling. And blowing out any negative vibrational energies that no longer are for your highest good. Excuse me, guys. My flyaways got on my nose. Like it's itchy like a rabbit. I feel like I'm talking to a 5-year-old, but I'm not. Like one of my children. But my 3 older children are older than 5. I'm 41, and I started having children at 24. Was my first son. And 29 and 30. Those were my second 2, which, you know, was 3, obviously. And then I have a 3-year-old as well. They're all angelic lights of my life. They're the best parts of me. You did good with my kids. All 4 of them are just, they have so much heart and so much light and so much good spirit in them. And I'm so grateful that the divine allowed me to bring 4 precious, beautiful lights, being souls into this earth, to this world. I'm very grateful for my children. Okay, that last one was just kind of like, I want to cut with this labradorite huge Reiki tower. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be, they're saying to do your pineal gland. So like up here, your 3rd eye chakra, going to be pulling, just getting these energetic cords, gunk out to the point where you don't need to carry them anymore. You just need to release. Just worry about laying back or sitting down and just deep breathing, just relaxing and releasing. Let me do this work for you so you don't have to worry about any external anxieties, no ADHD, no worries or anxious thoughts or flight of ideas or fight or flight. It could take you down into yourself to relax, whether you're just getting off of work, right? And you're just like, I need to decompress. I really just need a moment, like it was kind of a day. Okay, so I got you. So let me ease your day. Just allow me to remove any type of energetic harm or energetic debris from your aura, your energy field. Call your power back to you and know that you are a god or a goddess and that you are the love that you've been searching for externally. It's inside here. You are the power, okay? You embody so much light and gifts and truth inside of your heart chakra and your chi life force energy, which is your spirit, inside of your soul, inside of your physical vessel. This is just temporary, the blood and the bones and the skin, the vessel, but the soul, the spirit lives on. You can't take your car or your money, your bank account or your house with you, but you take what's inside. Just remember all of that stuff that you hustle for every day. Do you really think you were born to work and be someone else's, like work for another boss and constrict your light and constrict your truth? And you were born to just pay bills and then die? Or do you want to come up and change your life to the point where you are the god or the goddess of your life and you do call your power back to you and you can live out your gifts and your truth and you are, the maker and the creator of your life? So you can work for yourself, but first we have to go back to the essence of clearing. Don't mind me, Jacobs, please don't. Because energy vampires will do what they have to do to take and siphon the energy. Not letting it get to me at all today. I'm in my element I'm in my energetic calm bubble to the point where I feel good in my energy. I fed my physical vessel some eggplant and some plantain and some spinach with lemon, and I juiced and I feel good. So this is an Apache tier of protection. The ancient Native American tribes would put this, the chiefs, the tribal chiefs would put this outside of their teepees. And this one right here, it's shamanic glass, and it would protect them, the land that their teepees were on, that their tribes were on. And then this right here is a chevron amethyst, which connects to your third eye chakra and to your dreams, as well as it connects to your auric field of calming energy. It's a direct line to your tranquility and your serene inner nature, where you should be at. So I'm just going to pull and blow any types of lower vibrational harm out of your aura to where you feel de-stressed, you release, you decompress. You no longer need to carry that heavy burden of toxic shame that your narcissist mother put on you, or that huge responsibility on your back or your shoulders that your boss needs you to fulfill every day. Right now, just don't think about any of that. Think about how awesome and amazing you are, and how far you've come. And if you don't feel like you're awesome or amazing, look at what you embody inside. What are your talents and your gifts? Or maybe you need to connect to a new hobby and find yourself. And this is what we do in life. We grow. We get to know ourselves. We learn lots of harsh lessons, you know? It's not a straight line. It's not an easy path. Doesn't mean that if you make a mistake or you feel like it's a mistake, look at it as you're learning. What did you learn from that? You know? And then progress and grow. Don't even look at it like it was a mistake. Maybe you needed that lesson for your soul's growth and your soul's evolvement, or your spiritual awakening evolvement, or just to learn, and so you won't repeat the cycle and you're the cycle breaker, right? So it's all about how you look at everything, and it's your perspective, which is very important up here. Sometimes there are no mistakes. Sometimes things are just a learning lesson, and sometimes that rejection that you experienced was not a mere rejection. Sometimes it was the divine's redirection over your life, to the point where he saved you from, yes, maybe you got hurt, but what did you learn from that hurt? You know what I mean? Also, the divine will sometimes allow you and your heart chakra to break open, so you can lose fragments of your soul, so you can not only learn from it and not repeat it the next time, but grow, okay? Sometimes that person or situation that the divine is redirecting you from was only meant for you to teach a karmic lesson, and not meant to stay with you and walk on your path with you. But instead, your soul learned a lesson, and your soul growth, to the point where later on, you know, after you evolve some more, and maybe he wants you to be in a state of solitude, so you really get to grow within yourself and know yourself, so you can grow and evolve into your best higher version of yourself, and then you can attract your soul tribe, whether it's your soulmate best friend, or your soulmate lover, or your twin flame, if you are a chosen twin flame, which we don't all get twin flames. There's about 8 billion people in the world, and there's only 144,000 twin flames. So if you look at that percentage, twin flames are rare. But you can even attract a karmic lover or a soulmate. So don't look at rejection as, oh, don't let it be like, oh, okay, that woman did this to me, so all women are the same. Like, don't get caught up in the ego. The ego will hook into you and just really feed you that pessimism that you don't need. That'll just bring you and drag you down, like a rock that's like, you know, it's a stone, but it's just like so heavy, and you don't want to think those thoughts. So this is why I clear and we release these lower vibrational entities and energies, okay? I want to also do some crystal scratching, but I'm being told that I need to use an organite to suck out negative energy and cut it from your aura. So this is like a magnet, and this is going to suck out all the negative lower vibrations. And I'm going to cut like this, and I'm going to pull, and then I'm going to cut. And I think I want to use the Archangel one. So I'm going to call some angelics here to assist us with this session. Okay. Archangel Metatron, Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Uriel, Archangel Sandalphon, Archangel Chamuel, Archangel Raphael, and Archangel Michael. I call upon you now to assist this energetic session to the highest light and the protection and the greatest of our higher self's good. And I ask that you assist this session to clear out any lower vibrational entities and any energetic vampires, as well as any bad intentions that project to us from others that knowingly or unknowingly do it. I ask you, archangels, Archangel Michael, Archangel Metatron, Archangel Zadkiel, Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Sandalphon, Archangel Raphael, and Archangel Chamuel, and Archangel Uriel to come and slice and cut all cords from the energetic collective that are going through any type of spiritual warfare battles right now. I ask you to cut those hooks of those darker shadow entities, or those energy vampires, or those alpha draconians, or those reptilians off and out now, and I thank you. So for the collective that's watching this, the angelics are very much around you, and they're all in this room. Okay? And they're filling you with the utmost light and love and your divine truth, and they're washing away all of the darkness. So any type of curses, hexes, jinxes, evil eyes, or any types of projections from negative entities, negative energies, or your enemies, or any type of people who try to, sabotage you or don't have your best interests at heart, and who hate you, which I hate to use that word, but it's very common in the evil eye today, that people will compete, they'll be jealous, they'll be envious, and then they will try to claim territory and try to one-up you and do all these sneaky lower vibrational things that us healers don't like. We don't like that shit, okay? Because we're all about light and truth and involvement and love, and archangels hate that as well. They don't like it. Archangels aren't just benevolent beings of light. They will literally go to war for you, okay? So if they see people attacking you and they see their spirit guardians attacking you, they're going to go to war, and they're going to slice all of that lower vibrational stuff away, okay? They will defeat the darkness, okay? They will pull out what is hidden, and they will make it known. Sometimes your battles will be harder because the archangels will really assist, and they will remove obstacles and people, and they will reshape your whole life to the point where it'll feel like it's upside down, but they're just cutting cords to people who don't have good intentions for you, or who have bad motives, or who try to use you. Now when I say use you, I'm not necessarily always saying like using you for a material thing. Yes, they could do that. That's very common these days, unfortunately, but they could be using your chi life force energy. They could be energy vampires. So they can be putting their projections and their influence and hook it into here, depending on how strong your energetic boundaries are and how weak or strong your mind is. And then they also can project from their telepathy cords to attach into your energetic frequency chi life force energy cord, which can attach into, unfortunately, your meridians. We have meridian points all over the body, as well as your chakra systems. I know energy vampires personally that have tried to hook into root base chakras to the point where it got out of control, and I had to get stitched up surgery twice because they were sucking my chi life force energy, unfortunately, from my base chakra to the point where it was making me angry, it was making me sad, it was making me feel tired, okay, and to the point where I would have to go and sit in my car all day away, to the point where I got attacked really bad as well, and I had to get sewn up twice, okay, and I didn't eat for like 3 weeks, and then another time energy vampire attacks, they get really bad, and they stem from the evil eye. So the evil eye is when the energy vampire doesn't just need your chi life force energy. Yes, they're going to need that and they're going to hook into you, but they're going to start being hateful and angry, and they're going to start attacking you. How they do this is they will either do it to where they will attack you through other people they know love you or are supposed to care about you, and change the way those people feel about you, and those people will literally change in front of your face, and you'll lose those people because the energy vampires hook into them and they have this dark archonic influence. Okay? Or they're going to go for the things that you have in your life, like try to set you up to get your kids taken away, calling DCF, making false reports, for instance. Or if you have a job interview, they need your energy, so they'll block you from the job interview, whether it's slashing your tires for the car, or if they know that you meal prepped and you have a bunch of food in the fridge, they're going to spit in that food. Like, that's how nasty energy vampires get, especially the alpha draconian and the reptilian energy vampires. This is why I actively cut and clear every single day. Okay? We must cut our cords, okay, from these defiling creatures of darkness among us. And this is why I've asked the archangels to come and assist today, because there's a lot of darkness floating around on planet, unfortunately. Okay? Just because you or me have good intentions and we have a huge heart chakra and we act out of our light, and our love, doesn't mean every creature on the planet, unfortunately, knows how to do that. Some just have wicked spirits and wickedness inside of their souls to the point where they will use you. They'll use you for your energy, not necessarily, for what you have. Yes, a lot will use you for what you have if you allow it, but they will suck into your chi life force energy, and then they will suck into, and then they'll start putting all of these cords into you to where they will be astral and physical intruders to the point where before you know it, your whole life is planned, around them, and you are just not able to reclaim your power anymore. I've seen this happen actually firsthand, to the point where I've seen alpha draconians literally come and select the family that they want to hook into, and it's always with a healer like me. Okay? To the point where the alpha draconian will choose their family, their host family, because they're a parasite. They're a parasitic entity from the darker shadow realms. They'll be born with shadow hooks, which are called spirit attachments. So the energy vampire that I know, he was born with 3 spirit attachments, very dark. And what he did was he selected my family. He saw my soul and my light, and for some reason he was able to be born into the family, and then he was able to have his shadow hooks and his spirit attachment, low vibrational shadow men called the jinn, run, just use the landlord or my father's house for his own selfish motives and benefits, to the point where this has been going on for almost 30 years. Okay, so you have to really be mindful of who you allow in your sacred space. You know what I mean? And what you allow, and you really have to reclaim your energy and say, I call all of my power back to me. I fortify my energetic boundaries. I am fully protected. I cut, clear, cancel, and delete any type of lower vibrations. I cut, cancel, clear, delete, and reject the line that the energy vampires use to hook into me, whether it's their thoughts, their obsessions, their delusions, or their negative villain narratives of me. I reject it and throw it back on them, and my boundaries are protected. 3 times 3 times 3, and so it is. And then you could say, I call all of my energy back to me, and I like holding my chevron amethyst. I call all of my energy and my power back to me. I call all of my goddess energy back to me, from people, places, things, realms, dimensions, in all 4 directions, from people who stole my energy and my power back to me. It is mine. I reclaim my energy now. I call all of my energy back to me that was siphoned from me. 3 times 3 times 3, as I will it, so mote it be. And then you call your energy back to me, and you reclaim your birthright, and you get your power back in. So right now I'm going to do a cord cutting to cut those energy vampires away from you, okay? And I'm going to use my amethyst as well as my black tourmaline, and I'm going to blow this away, okay? Because energy vampires, they get very, very nasty. They're very vile, and they will try to overtake you to the point where they'll be intruders. And it starts on the astral planes, and then it creeps into your physical reality, okay? If you're not careful to create those boundaries and send them away and banish them. And they need to be banished, okay? Because they're intruders. They're energetic intruders, and they have no right to suck your chi life force energy. They have no right to take from you. They have no right to feed on you. You should not have to live with these infernal, darker, lower vibration, messy, parasitic, nasty, alpha draconian, reptilian fucking, entities. It's just, it's not right. And like, you will feel it in your environment if they're in the environment, and you'll see how messy they are. They are so messy to the point where like they'll have like clothes all over the floors, the bathroom. They won't clean after themselves and dishes, nothing. So like, it's important to really just, clear from these lower astral planes and to say no. It's okay to say no, and it's okay to refuse them and to reject them, because they hate that. And this is what needs to be done. Have you ever seen like your grandma or your mom like enable like a grown boy, and to the point where he's just like, it doesn't matter how old he gets, whether he's 40, 31, 50, and she's just like an enabler, okay? And then it's like, that boy, though, he is leeching off of her energy field, he needs her feminine energy, and then he feeds off of this cord to where he takes advantage, okay? And this is not okay. So you need to call back your goddess birthright. Be like, I call all of my energy and my power back to me. I am strong. I am goddess. I call all of my light and all of my truth back to me. I call what they stole from me back to me. I call my divine goddess birthright back to me. I call what all of the energy vampires stole from me, I call it back to my physical reality now. I call all of my energy and my goddess power and my light back to me. And from energy vampires, I call all of my energy back to me that was siphoned from me across all realms, across all lifetimes, across all dimensions, past lives, back into my immediate reality in this current life. I call all of my power and my energy back to me in the name of the 4 directions, 3 times 3 times 3, as I will it, so mote it be. And then so what we're going to do is we're going to take this crystal, okay? Now that I've cut, I'm going to be using him as well as a light beam crystal, actually. They want 2 smoky amethysts. Okay, they want me to do crystal scratching. And I'm going to imbue your energy back in to you with, these crystals. This is for the star seeds and the light workers, okay? Archangel Metatron, Archangel Faith, and Archangel Michael. Archangel Uriel, Archangel Raziel, Archangel Hanael, and Archangel Jophiel, and Archangel Gabriel. I call upon you now, and I ask that you push back all of the energy and energetic frequencies of light, truth, love, goddess, and God power to the highest frequency and the highest vibration to go back into the collective now. So when I push this into you, I want you to inhale and suck your energy with your breath back into your body, okay? So I'm going to start doing this now. So take a few breathers. Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, Archangel Faith, Archangel Jophiel, Archangel Hanael, Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Sindolphin, Archangel Chamuel. I call upon you now, and I ask that you take all of the collective's energy that was stolen from them, divine feminines, divine masculines, twin flames. Make them have their power back. Make them vibrate their light back and their truth. Now start inhaling. Suck that energy back into you now. Okay. Right now, exhale. Archangels of light, cosmic archangels, as well as angels of fire, I call upon you now as the divine goddess that I am and the divine empress that I am, and I ask that you put the energy and the vibration and the light and the love back into the collective that was stolen from them from the years of 2014 all the way up until 2026. Replace all of the negativity with, and all of those cracks in their aura with light and with love and truth. Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, Archangel Metatron, Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Sandalphon, Archangel Hanael, Archangel Jophiel, Archangel Chamuel, and Archangel Sandalphon, I call upon you now, the highest vibrational energies of the frequency of light. I ask that you come now with my goddess energy and my goddess power, and you imbue this collective who's watching my video back to the highest vibration of their highest light, their highest goddess frequency, and their highest love that they embody into their heart chakras, into their auras, into their beings. Okay. So now you're just gonna kind of breathe with it and sit with it. Okay. We're just gonna call it back one more time because there's a little bit that needs to be called back. Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Chamuel, Archangel Hanael, Archangel Jophiel, Archangel Michael, Archangel Metatron, Archangel Faith, Archangel Uriel, Archangel Raphael, I call upon you now and I ask that you restore what was lost and stolen from this collective in their light, their truth, their love, and seal any cracks that are broken around their energy or their chi life force aura, or in their etheric cords or their astral energies, their energetic bodies, as well as their physical vessels, and heal them, fill them with the lightest beam of love. Thank you, and so it is. Thank you, Angelics. Thank you, Cosmic Angels, and thank you, Angels of Fire of the universe. So now I hope that you feel a little bit more blessed and fulfilled. Okay, we're going to use a dolphin quartz, a dolphin amethyst right here from Memoria, and we are going to just, imbue this energetic frequency. Don't worry about the vampires in the background. She's always going to be like that. She's never going to fucking change or grow. Okay, and this is the angels talking. That the angels, they don't like darkness like that. They don't like dark feminines. They don't like Urish Kegel. They really fucking hate her. Because I am an angel incarnate, and that one tried to burn my face, but I recovered. So the archangels and the cosmic angels and the angels of fire and all the light beings in the starseed realms, hate her because of what she's done to this goddess and angelic incarnate. So yeah, you don't walk around burning people's skin with burning pots and pans and leaving oven pots like out for your baby sister to fucking run into and burn your baby sister's face. I don't care if you're fucking 30 or 40 or 50 or 12 or 10. There's things you don't do. The angelics were the ones, as well as some Ars Goetic beings, that protected me from that bullshit and those lower vibrational frequencies. Because I know each angel and I know each Ars Goetic ancient god to the point where I'm divinely blessed and I'm divinely protected, and whoever fucks with me gets fucked up back. I am very strong and powerful, and I've made it through many, many, many realms of fire and many realms of hell. Okay, so what we're gonna do is, I'm a spiritual warrior, I'm a goddess of love, fertility, truth, light, I'm a starseed cosmic goddess. I derive from the seven others realm, the bird phoenix goddess incarnate realm. Not only just the angelic incarnate realm, but also the goddess incarnate realm, okay? So I'm very high frequency, okay? I was born of the light, and I have all of these spiritual awakening aspects and spiritual soul evolvements within me, to the point where my test is living amongst darkness, but channeling that darkness back into healing light and love for the collective and the higher vibrations of mankind. So I know exactly how to counteract the darker, lower vibrational shadow entities. I know exactly what I'm up against. I've seen all of their souls. I've seen their spirit guides. I've seen their intentions, their thoughts. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this, and this is going to act as a magnet. This is a selenite, just like this. Okay. First I'm going to do some tapping, and then we're going to use that selenite, and we're going to pull with my mini smoky tourmaline. And we're going to get any lower vibrations out of you, waiting for the energy vampire to exit the bathroom and just kind of leave the hallway. Because I could feel that energy, and it's not cool. Just like when you walk into Walmart and you could feel just all of these intense emotions of like people. If you're an energetic sensitive person, you know. If you're, it's more than an empath. I'm sorry, but it's more than just a fucking empath. It's a gift, okay? You sponge people's emotions and their energies. You sponge their auras. You sponge everything that they've taken on in their lifetime, and you're like, you know, you're just kind of like, this is overwhelming, this is too much, and then it starts hooking in you, and then you're like, before you know it, you start getting influenced, and then you start acting like them. So now I'm going to cut all of those archonic influences out. Okay. And then I'm going to imbue your aura. After I do this, I'm going to imbue it with some Chokurei, and Seikei Reiki symbols, as well as cover you with Rado. He's very protective in the runes. And cover you with an Ankh from my Egyptian goddesses and gods. So Isis, Ishtar, Ra, Horus, Sekhmet, even Hathor, and of course Inanna. She called her, she's the very first goddess who called me. And then Athena, then Aphrodite, and so on and so forth. It was Rhiannon, Morgan, Nyx, Bastet, Lilith, and I just kept getting called, Persephone, and I just kept getting called, and then gods came to me, and then I went through so much to get to this point to where I know exactly who I am. I know my gifts, I know my powers, and now I'm here to awaken the masses to your gifts and your light and your truth and your love and your powers. So don't worry about any energy vampires, because they're lurking. They can't help it but just be low vibrational, hateful, basic Betty haters. You know, they cannot help it. And that's who they are. It's like, that is them. This is me. Just like, you know? So what we're going to do is we are going to imbue some beautiful... They're just not feeding the pit bull. They make her suffer. Imbuing this in your aura. There we go. I love you guys. Goddess Inanna is also around me. That's Urish Kegel over there. We don't deal with Urish Kegel. We don't deal with darker, shadow, heavy energies, okay? We're really too good for that. We're too divine, okay? So those types, they need to hook into our energy because they're dark. Okay, I love you guys. Love and light and blessings.